Yep, gotta put the warning again and again because don't send hate, don't do anything bad, even if he's a degenerate. Well, time to literally milk the series for the final time. And yeah, probably it would be the end because a lot of reasons. It's because there's not a lot of good evidence, as we already know he's bad, as, well, we already have a ton of evidence. But there's so many bad things that I have to literally, explain in this video. Some are now deleted, some are edited, and some are just disgusting. Now, let's go to the first section of this video. The video where he faked his own death. A little disclaimer before we go to the section. This part of the video will discuss about suicide and will contain the depiction of it from one of Sonicgod's videos. If you or your friend is having suicidal thoughts, and if they're not terrible people, scan this QR code right there. Now that second disclaimer out of the way, let's talk about the video. If you're one of the few people that kept watching my channel, you would likely know that I exposed First Man a lot there, and that's because this person groomed me, and I have to mention this 1,000 times, even though my videos about him are not really that popular, as the Sonicgod one's getting like 100 views or something. I might recreate one of the First Man videos as well. This might contain new information and his other DVR accounts. So basically in August, First Man commented to the First Man design that I'm going to be using on my parody movie, First Man's Rescue Mission 2. And he literally made an apology, but here's the catch. It was made in AI because his English is completely broken. Later on, I told him to no longer be friends with Sonicgod, and if you're wondering, here's the entire screen recording of the whole thing, even though you could have also watched it on YouTube. This caused Sonicgod to make 3 posts about me out of sadness, and will be leaving the internet. And made this video. This video contains the usual stuff for a bad Sonicgod video. This includes the following: reusing your own artwork, along with stolen music, bad animation, which is not even an animation, it's more like an animatic than, well, an animation. Reusing the same art for another community post that literally uses the same base image and has Sonicgod holding the gun at arm's length and not directly towards his ear. I just noticed, he is pointing it in between his mouth and neck. Using audio that sounds like something from Superman Logan. A suicide note that literally misspelled the word left as lefted. And it doesn't even have the comma on the word internet. I don't know, I'm not an expert on grammar.
Grammar check your suicide notes, people, come on!
And a hilariously bad blood splatter with no beginning or end animation on it. And you might be saying this, oh, a degenerate killed himself, how sad. Well, he is pissing Sonicgod, and he always comes back no matter what. And that note that says he lifted the internet, that was a lie as well. Sonicgod uploaded 2 pieces of artwork after the video was released, or presumably before the video was released. And yes, the entire suicide he did was completely fake in order to garner sympathy or something. Heck, I think I just noticed a big inconsistency. On the artwork Mason has killed Jelliet and Sonicgod, it's shown that Mason killed, well, Jelliet and Sonicgod. However, in the video, Sonicgod killed himself, which makes this inaccurate. Also, keep in mind this is made before the child's persona literally killed Jelliet and Sonicgod in his universe. So basically, the artwork on the left aged like fine wine. He did make some other stuff during the time, like a new character, Dark Shadow, which is just another Sonicgod recolor, yippee. And of course, amalgamated Sonicgod and First Man, which is Sonicgod and First Man amalgamated. And it looks like a complete ass. Mason's tips to make an OC. Tip number 1. Don't be lazy and never reuse your pissing reference image to make new characters. We have to move on from edgy Sonic recolors. And if you're wondering, did First Man become friends with Sonicgod again? He did. What a fucking idiot for a person that groomed me. Okay, next chapter. Wow, can't you believe that Sonicgod is still an idiot that keeps on talking about me after when I post about him? Even though I hid him just to prevent comments on my channel, he still keeps on posting idiotic stuff on there as well. Here's some of the comments and community posts. Pause the video if you want to read these idiotic comments in full. That's about it for the comments for now. Time to go to the next chapter. I'm going to talk about more of the comments later, but now we're going to talk about a video that I saw on the Discord server that just disgusted me. Yes, I have to spy on the server for more evidence. I was extremely disgusted by that I have to make this video. You might remember last time in the series that I talked about a video of Jelliet witnessing her mother being fucked by SD8, a very terrible member on the SMG4 community. The video itself is extremely disgusting and uses audio from Jeffy and Junior's hotel. I know that Sonicgod kept using audio from Super Mario Logan for his videos, even though he could have just made regular animations himself. But keep in mind, that person can't even draw shit. However, I'm going to be talking about a very disgusting video that uses an SML audio that, I already found on the Discord server. At everyone. First man is alive. After his arrival, I got my revenge. Before I talk about this video, I'm just going to tell you something real quick. This video contains spoilers to the video SML movie Jeffy's 20th birthday. If you haven't watched it already, just please watch it. It's one of the better Super Mario Logan videos from 2024. Also, for the Sonicgod video, I have to censor Jelliet's ass and something that is incredibly disgusting that I will not talk about right now. But before we talk about Sonicgod's video...
It's recap time!
In one of the flashback scenes, it was revealed that CJ is Nancy's friend. CJ is also a drug dealer and a child molester. If Nancy doesn't have enough to literally pay CJ, he has to rape Phoebe, which is a common thing on CJ because he literally rapes a lot of girls. And Nancy has to force Phoebe out of the cage just so he can be taken by a literal rapist. On the later flashback scene that takes place on Jeffy's 7th birthday, Nancy throws Jeffy's cupcake to the wall. She goes outside for around 7 hours to do some errands. Then Jeffy removed the cupcake stains that was on the wall, and CJ knocks on the door. Then Jeffy and Phoebe hides with Phoebe going to the cage and Jeffy going to somewhere in the house. Then CJ goes to the house without Nancy opening the door and trying to find Phoebe. And then CJ found Phoebe, and when he was about to open the door of the cage, Jeffy beats up CJ. Later on during the flashback, it was shown that Mr. Winkle was a police officer, which, by the way, that counts as like a pedo as well in the series. Winkle claims that CJ did nothing wrong and wouldn't hurt a fly, even though he's a drug dealer and, of course, a pedophile. And threatens to take Jeffy to juvenile prison. And then Nancy beats up Jeffy. Then Brooklyn Guy suggested Jeffy to make a literal drawing of him riding a monster truck with CJ strapped to it and literally make CJ die or something. Then Jeffy goes to CJ's house when he was about to literally rape a girl. Then Jeffy drags CJ out of the house to attach it to a motor truck. Yes, I know it's called a monster truck. I have to put this into the video because it was way too funny to put, remove or something. Then Jeffy drives the monster truck, runs into his old house, and kills CJ. Then Jeffy goes back to the house saying he did it. Broken Guy asks if where's the drawing, and Jeffy says he did it for Will. And then the video ends. It was a decent video, but it's a shame that some sort of internet degenerate has to ruin it. Yes, I'm gonna be talking about the video Sonicgod made that used the audio from that. Oh boy. It's the same video, but the animation or anime style is a bit lazy. He recolors an image that he already created in the past, and she's riding the worst vehicle imaginable, a motherfucking truck. I rather prefer monster trucks than this, for crying out loud. Also, leave the best cliche used in anime alone, okay? And if you thought that's bad, just wait until you see the ending.
Yeah! How you like that, you fuck? Take that, you bitch!
Yes, you saw it correctly. That is literally Jelliet holding the Persona version of me's head. Well, the channel's version of Mason anyways. Not to be confused with MAU Mason. What makes this worse is that Mason replaces CJ, which, well, got even worse by that because he claimed that I was a terrible person by literally uploading uncensored evidence of me being weird in 2023. And some recent evidence that was actually made in February of 2024, aka this year if you're watching it on 2024. Usually, I explain the parts of the drama in order, but for this section, or chapter in this case, I actually have to explain it a bit earlier than I should. And to confess, yes I did make these arts. If I remember, the JNR he showed was a character that was over the age of 18 if I recall. But yeah, I think it was based off a real person, which yes, I did regret making that artwork. Yes, I did make those role plays, which I do regret. Maybe a bit, but maybe a lot, maybe a bit, who knows? And yeah, I did everything there, but yeah. I didn't remember if I draw even worse stuff than that, even though I did make a few PBOCs that I actually regret doing. And nowadays, I just only make artworks of characters over the age of 18. I'm sorry that I have to confess my past, and blah blah blah. I'm still in Demon Knight Hell, but at least this is actually a better version than what Jelliet is in. Also, I already did mention it a few times, but Sonicgod, you literally said this.
And sure, I may be a pedo in the past, but that was long gone.
Long gone my ass, you literally uploaded an artwork of you looking at Amy Rose's panties. And you still do weird shit with minors, for crying out loud. You even once admitted to have CP. Anyways, when shit over, more comments. I might talk about the videos themselves a bit later on in this video. Oh look, here's that comment conversation where Sonicgod's relatives said that I was a sexist. I think they don't know what sexist really means. He also threatened me that Rovio and Sega are going to sue me for using the Minion Pig counter, which, by the way, I think is only used in parody or fair use. But also, the fucking terms of service says is fucking commercial use, so you're obviously dumb. Imagine telling me to delete the videos about you. I mean, just like what Ray William Johnson once said, you can't bullshit the internet. Also, he literally sent a death threat to me. I know I decided to put it out of order, but I have to mention this as well. He later on edited that death threat and just removed it. Remember the time when Sonicgod promised to never check investigate? That was a fucking lie, and it's obvious. It's Sonicgod, he always lies. Okay, now it's time to look at some of the videos he created, and I mean more of them that literally explains the hate around me. Oh look, another video where Sonicgod uses audio from a TV show. The video is called Jelliet vs. Mason. Now I'm wondering why a big blob thing literally got a literal job as a police officer, even though he literally killed Mason or she, whatever you call the gender or something. Also, I'm going to criticize the opening text. It would have been great for a drama video, but for an animation or gacha life video that briefly talks about the drama, then that's a bad decision you would make, Sonicgod. Imagine just putting on your video. Oh wait, you already did. I know it's a good thing, but unnecessary for a video for gacha shit. Oh look, copyrighted music used on a Sonicgod video. Isn't that a pissing surprise? Shut the fuck up. Also, isn't Are You Super Serial a Brainwatch channel now? No offense to those rich people that keep showing off their luxury because they profit out of Kermit the Frog, for crying out loud. And finally, this response video where he claims he was taking a break and then just probably ignored me, but that was a lie. He didn't have a break, and he literally still argues with me. That's the entirety of the video. Well, I don't have any more evidence for now, but yeah. That will be, hopefully, the end of the series. And yes, like I said before, I'm sorry for what I did. I know I did some stuff wrong in my past. Even though I still make content on DeviantArt, at least I still use characters that are adults. And not weirder stuff like having characters sniff panties or looking at an underage character's ass. Can you please leave my DeviantArt life alone? Blah blah blah, no outro for this one, because I'm way too lazy. This video is entirely rushed. Stay random. Also, Sonicgod, my friend is also posting about you on Twitter for more awareness on this, or should I say X? Nah, Twitter's perfectly fine.